we get in Ontario, then this is the last weekend to do it. Nothing compares to Caravana, the bass of the music covering the hot concrete and moving up your body. Colorful costumes bumpin', stompin', glidin', rollin', peacockin' down the street in unison. As if we've practiced all year for this, we move our bodies in coordination, thousands of us keeping pace. Feathers, diamonds, pretty mass in full swing. Bus a wine, catch a bubble. The connection between us is one that starts and stops on the road. Steel pans connect us to our ancestors, each sway of the hips honoring the oceans they broke open, sweating and sipping on various bottles of rum punch. We know summer is ending, but we squeeze out the last drops of sun while simultaneously marching in a rhythm. The trees signal fall, slowly curling into the ombre of yellow, orange, and red. Autumn is a time of school and work and other obligations that carry a deep seriousness. The tension tightens in our bones as the year comes to an end. All that will be already is. The air is thick with expectations that envelop the lungs like vapor rub in rum. Suddenly, the fact of winter is near again. The concrete is cold. What once was a warm, radiant city is now a monochrome palette of gray buildings, gray concrete, and gray jackets. We suddenly are reminded why we are called the screw-face capital, the smiles and head nods trading places with blank stares. Eyes heavy with contempt and longing for back home penetrate the horizon as the TTC lights shine in the distance, praying maybe today the bus will be on time. Toronto streets move quickly, buzzing and zipping, with little to no time for truly looking at others. Central Tech was a large school, composed of 3 buildings and 6 floors. In the secret corridor on the 6th floor, Tasia and I stood face to face, eye to eye, waiting to see who would speak first. It was midway through the semester, and we both knew things were different. Things hadn't been the same since Rose died, and Tasia wasn't sure how to help. Last night I'd lain on the floor in tears, anguish that erupted with the volatile force of Niagara Falls. It had only been a few weeks since my sister passed, and I dreamed of her nightly. I could sense something was slipping away from me, this terrible inkling I was losing myself. The summer had seemed so beautiful. We'd drifted into a vortex of love. Now it was November, and neither of us knew what to say. I could feel her breath on my face as I heard a single door squeak and a soft cough at the bottom of the staircase. The 6th floor was often our hiding place. It held all our secrets. Maybe Tay couldn't find me in all of this because I couldn't find me. We were 17 in our final year. Prom, graduation. The joy we'd worked toward was on its way. Yet I felt nothing. I could give Tay nothing. She deserved everything. Only a season ago, I'd promised her everything and been unaware of either the largeness of everything or in fact the smallness of everything I could give. So much had been lost, and through that loss I'd been completely emptied. How was I to explain everything changing? We were no longer in a relationship with each other. I was in a relationship with my grief, a relationship so complicated and large there was no room for her. No room for long talks on the phone. No room for movie dates and holding hands. No room for nose kisses and scalp massages. I was having an affair with my grief. I wanted to tell Tasia I loved her, that she was my first, and made me feel everything 90s love was supposed to be. We had what people cried in the rain for, but I couldn't be with her and my grief. Tasia had long, brown, curly locks that she wore in a bun, but when she was feeling sexy, she let them flow to her waist. She wore waist beads and smelled like lavender and sage. I looked into her round eyes as she stood on the bottom steps in her dark wash stitches jeans and purple spaghetti strap tank layered over her black turtleneck. I wanted to love her, kiss her, hold her. My heart was broken. My sister's memory invaded all of my thoughts until I became her memory, disappearing inward. Every shape, every sound, every desire